The Haunted House. The line wasn't so bad at the haunted house. It only took us 10 minutes. Song Lee and Mary and Harry and I got into one car. We weren't happy about the girls getting the front seat. Dexter and Sydney and Ida and Mrs. Park rode in the car behind us. We could see them because our cars were just a few yards apart.
I think I'm feeling better about things,
Harry whispered to Song Lee.
I think I can do that ride.
I noticed he didn't say the E word.
You can do it, Harry,
Song Lee replied as she turned around and smiled. As soon as our cars passed the first set of doors, it got pitch black.
Oh!
Mary screamed.
What was that? Just cobwebs.
Harry laughed. I noticed the little girl in the car in front of us was leaning over. She was trying to touch something. When we came to a cemetery, I pointed to the tombstones.
These epitaphs are funny,
I said.
I'll read some. Here lie the bones of Oliver Bright. He turned left when he should have turned right. Here lies Henry Horace McCall, hit in the head by a cannonball.
As our cars moved along the track inside the dark haunted house, Sidney made up his own epitaph. He cupped his hands and shouted,
Here lies Harry, no more in this room. He didn't survive the drop of doom.
Harry ground his fist in his hand. A moment later, a ghost popped out of a tombstone and said,
Who are you?
Oh! Sidney screamed. Suddenly, our ride stopped. No one moved. Mrs. Park called out,
Everyone, calm.
Sidney scrunched down in the car, moaning,
The ghost is gonna get us.
Harry froze. We were stuck in the dark. Song Lee and I knew what Harry was thinking. This had happened before when he was 3.5. Only it was in an elevator. Mary looked around.
Something broke down. It looks like we're stuck in here.
Mrs. Park put her arm around Ida.
Everyone calm,
she called. Harry buried his head in my lap.
Harry,
Mary exclaimed as she turned around.
I don't believe it.
When she talked, her white teeth glowed in the dark.
Look,
Sidney shivered.
Floating teeth. Cool,
Dexter said.
We'll get out of here,
Mary said.
Sometimes these things happen. It did to my uncle when he was on the octopus.
Mrs. Park counted heads.
Everyone safe and sound?
Suddenly the ride started up again. Mary looked at her glow-in-the-dark watch.
2 minutes, 10 seconds. That wasn't too bad.
As our cars passed through the last door and into bright daylight again, everyone sighed. Phew. The attendant was talking to that little girl. Don't ever get out of the car, he said gently. That makes the whole ride stop. The little girl was crying.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to touch the ghost.
As we walked outside in the hot June sun, Mrs. Park suggested,
How about ice cream break?
Yeah, Sidney said.
I bet Harry gets lemon sherbet. People who are yellow love that flavor. Did you see him hide in Doug's lap?
Everyone looked at Harry.
I was afraid, he confessed. I don't believe it,
Mary said.
You actually admitted it.
Oh, yeller, Sidney chuckled. Mary scowled.
You know, Sidney, I like Harry better now, and you less.
Sidney took a step back.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be,
Harry said.
I think I'm ready for that ride.
Song Lee jumped up and down. Mary held up her hand.
Slap me 5, Harry. I am too. I guess I'd go. I don't want to be left behind,
Ida said. We all got ice cream and licked it slowly as we walked over to the Drop of Doom.